Welcome to the podcast, Wake Up Humans with Steve Judson.
All right, guys, let's get to it this morning. Read an article today in a newspaper I usually don't read called the New York Times. And there was an article about a young man, 26 years of age, who just won an $8 billion lawsuit. $8 billion from Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical company, because he grew breasts. That's right, a young man grew breasts. They put him on the medication Risperdal, which is an antipsychotic drug. The article says that he had autism spectrum, and they put him on this medication. Now, there's hundreds of thousands of people, I assume, on this medication. And when you look it up, one of the top side effects is dangers of growing your breasts. So it happened with this kid. And now he's being paid out $8 billion. So here we are in a country with people living on the streets, people starving, sick. Where are these guys getting this money to pay this kid off? Absolutely blows my mind. Now, when anyone becomes a doctor, you got to take the Hippocratic Oath, which sometimes people call the Hippocratic Oath, and it's all about ethics. But the problem is a lot of times the medical doctors get blamed for this stuff, and they're trained to think a certain way and do certain things. And if people are having issues, their outcome is to write a prescription, to give drugs, aka medications, which sound nicer. Is it necessarily the medical doctor's fault? Or is it just the way of life that people become accustomed to, that for every ache, pain, symptom that you have going on, to get the answer from someone who is intelligent, and then take a drug who's developed by someone who's intelligent, scientific. They say, well, it's science. People are waking up and they're starting to challenge science. And I think the outcome is this. People need to realize what other outcomes can they have if they make better choices. And I'm not here to blame the medical doctors, because they're trained to think, say, or do and give you what you want, if that's what you're trained to do. If you're accustomed to going to a medicine cabinet and pulling a pill, potion, lotion to make your day, then you're loving going to the doctor and getting prescriptions. But we're getting more and more people saying, well, I want to learn how to be healthy, how to take care of myself, so I don't need the medications. I mean, medications were designed to save your life if there's a major problem. But as a result of these industries now making trillions of dollars, they say since 1997, and I actually had to look up the wording of this, that in 1997 there was 2,416,064,220 prescriptions written in 1997. That's a big number, man. Fast forward 2016 or so, prescriptions written almost doubled. Our population only went up about 20%. And this number includes infants, adults, kids, teenagers. 4,468,929,920 prescriptions were written. Do people really need all those drugs? Are they that sick? As a country, we're talking about one country, the United States of America, consuming all those pills. Are we that sick that we're doubling our prescriptions? Venture to say they'll probably double over the next 5 or 6 years. And when do we say stop to this? When do we start challenging the authority and say, or ask better questions of them? How can I stay healthier? How can my brain and body function at a higher level and do what it's designed to do to help my body heal from within? How can I eat better? How can I move my body better? What can I do better? It's actually called work. Sometimes you got to work your ass off to lose the weight. When people don't want to work, they become complacent, entitled, lazy, and just want to pop a pill to solve their problems. And then when the problems go wrong, they tell you in the side effects. This stuff grows boobs, son. And now it works. The kid's got titties, and he's making $8 billion. What else can we be doing with that freaking money? A lot. They warned them. Or maybe the responsibility should have been taken. Read the insert. If you're going to let someone stick a needle in your arm or put a pill down your throat, study the side effects, gang. They tell you what they are. You watch the commercials, they have some beautiful woman or some dude tiptoeing through the flowers while they're telling you this stuff kills you, takes away your hard-ons, whatever it does. Causes migraines. A migraine medication that has a side effect of migraines. They're telling you. They're warning you. But you're still taking them. It's insanity. It kills me to learn that they're diagnosing 2-year-old babies with bipolar disorder. How the hell can a 2-year-old have bipolar disorder? What chemistry are they testing to say bipolar? Nothing. They're looking in a kid's eyes who's been doped up from the day they're born and saying something's not right. We'll call it bipolar and give them a medication that shrinks their brain, stops their neuron development, their nervous system from developing, and that kid is screwed for the rest of their life. When are we going to step up as Americans and say enough is enough? Let me tell you something. Back in the day, the Boston Tea Party, Martin Luther King marching down the streets, when are we going to wake up and start to ask questions and revolt for our families and stop letting politicians and pharmaceutical companies make the decisions for you and brainwash you got to do this crap? Wake up, people. It's time for men to be men and get pissed off. You're going to stand there and watch your kid take dope? You get upset when they go to school and they vape or they go smoke weed or now they start snorting Adderall? You started the progression every time you gave your kid a drug when he was little and told him it was okay. You want your kid to be another statistic? Keep it up. You want to be another statistic? Keep it up. Research shows people that live on drugs die younger and their life is miserable. So what can you do different? Do you need me to tell you what to do different? Go on YouTube and say, what should I eat? Go to Netflix and watch Forks Over Knives. And get your ass into a damn chiropractor who knows how to adjust, who's not doing a bunch of physical therapy and crap in the office, but actually loves your family for who you are and knows how to remove an atlas subluxation. You know what? Read this book, I dare you. Yeah, I'm upselling myself. Wake Up Humans on Amazon. And maybe you'll learn something. Because I've lived it. I've seen people get banged up because they damaged their atlas. No one taught them how to take care of it. And they suffered because of it. Life of drugs. People come in our office every single day, gang. And they say they've tried everything. They've been everywhere. They've been to neurosurgeons, neurologists, they're PCP. They tried Reiki. They tried acupuncture. They've done massages, and nothing has helped them. Now, those are all great professions, and they have their take. But none of them can remove an atlas subluxation, guys. None of them. But an upper cervical principal chiropractor who's been trained the right way, whose heart's in the right place, that's in it for you, is going to detect, correct that subluxation, and keep it clear for the rest of your life. I don't care what anybody says. Challenge me. But my heart is out for America, man, and I'm sick and tired of people being sick and tired and manipulated mentally. It's got to stop. How do we stop it? You know, when you go through our history and all the great minds that have come before us, I love to read and I love to read about people, but I like reading my own book. For the audio, I'm smiling. But here's the deal. Dr. Sid Williams, one of my mentors, says you go into a general practitioner, he gives you a cursory physical examination. He says, go take this pill. You come back in 3 weeks. And he says, that's not effective. Go take this one. Then he says, go take this one. Is that science? Testing out different medications to see how they're going to react on you? Hey, if you got high blood pressure, let's give you a pill for that, but keep eating like shit. Let's keep doing the things that got you there, buddy. One of my favorite scientists, B.J. Palmer, what does the average person do when he has aches and pains? He takes drugs or some other many forms of external medications or treatments to suppress, paralyze, deaden, dull all sense of flow, feeling between the lower efferent disease and upper brain interpretations. That's your nervous system, people. All drugs or any external treatment done is to completely shut off or paralyze, block all sense messages traveling through the nerves from the organ below to the brain above. And basically what they're saying is if your brain and nervous system and brainstem aren't connected and functioning to its fullest potential, every cell, tissue, organ of your body potentially can be affected adversely. And when that happens, you start getting symptoms. And what happens in America when you get symptoms, you go to a guy and he says, well, take this. We'll shut the symptoms off. It's like if your fire alarm's going off at 3 in the morning, you go down and take the batteries out. Well, maybe we should find the source of the problem. Where's the fire coming from? What's the cause of the smoke? Why is your body talking to you like this? R.W. Stevenson, another researcher, any substance or chemical not prepared by innate and introduced in the body is a poison. And what he's saying is innate's the intelligence inside of you that created you from 2 cells. Your mom and dad made love one day, guys. Right? Sperm and the egg met. 2 cells created. Brain, spinal cord. Every nerve coming out of your spinal cord. Heart, liver, kidneys, legs, muscles, skin, thumbs, finger, nose, eyes. How did the body know how to do that? Is that body dumb now? Did it lose its intelligence? The simple term they use to explain that is innate intelligence. Innate means inborn, inside of you. So if you think of a dimmer switch, what percentage is your innate intelligence? Where's the flow? What's the level your body's connected? Stevenson goes on to say, poison and any substance introduced into our manufactured within the living body, which innate cannot use in metabolism. Here's the deal. When I wrote this book, it was from years of study and things that I went through personally that I knew when I started learning what I know. I knew that people that I loved could have had their lives saved, not just changed, saved. It broke my heart that we never knew this. So I'm willing to stick my neck out there for you and your family. I know there's people that are going to judge me. I got people that look me in the face. Well, you don't do this, you don't do that. I don't care. Listen, if you want to go dope your family up, go. You're part of the research. You're part of the statistics. Maybe some people want to win $1 billion lawsuit, so they're hoping their kid gets sick and dies. I can't imagine that. But you're taking that risk every time you give your kid external stuff. What's the cause of the problem? Maybe you're part of the problem. Maybe the stress we're putting our kids under is part of the problem. Maybe doping yourself up, drinking too much, not being healthy, not being happy is reflecting on your kid and they're not happy. Are you going to take that responsibility for destroying your baby? Remember, there was a time when you actually really loved that kid. When you held that kid in the hospital or at home as an infant, I'm sure there was a moment when you looked in your baby's eyes and you just cried and said, this is awesome. Did we lose that? Are we too busy to forget that feeling to make better choices for our babies? Well, let me help you make them. Don't put your kids on a bunch of crap. Help your kids make better choices. Help them eat healthier. Help them live clear with their nervous system and get them to a chiropractor that knows what they're doing. If you live in another state, I'll find you one. If you live in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, come to me. Because I won't steer you wrong. And we're not going to steer away from the path of chiropractic and put you on a bunch of machines and crap so I could bill your insurance and make a buck. We're in it for you. I find principal chiropractors for people all over the state. I'll do it for you, I promise. Just send me a message. Get in touch with me. But do me a favor. Go on Amazon today, buy the book, and study. Read about it. We start off talking about the neurology and the nerve system and how it functions and what it could do. And then I talked about people in my life who had their life destroyed because they damaged their atlas. And no one told my family about it. No one corrected it. I know what it could do. You think it pisses me off? That's why I'm on a mission, man. One of my favorite quotes from me, page 90. The health of the whole person can be traced to the health of their central nervous system. Basically, drop the mic on that one, baby. Guys, I don't mean to yell at you, but I get excited. And I'm fed up. I'm fed up with politicians now trying to tell us how to raise our kids, how we're supposed to dope our kids, trying to make medical decisions for us. Are you going to stand by and let that happen? It took one woman to stay in the back of the bus to help change a culture. It took a man to walk down the street and let people throw crap at him, and instead of fighting them, he loved them and stood his path. If we don't do this now, guys, you're going to wake up. We're not going to be a free country. You're going to be a doped up nation, which we already are, but now the majority are going to be doped up even more. And what do we look like in 10, 15 years? It's getting ridiculous. It's time for the men of principle, the women of principle to step up and say, you know what? In your house, do what you want, but don't take away my freedom to choose. And then we need to help each other to make better choices. There's enough knowledge out there, gang, that we could help each other be more powerful and happy. It's time to do it. It's our generation's time to do it. Back in the day, man, they were rebels. You mess with their freedom, they took it to the streets. And I liked how Martin Luther King did it. He did it with love and peace. And as fired up as I get, I'm all about love and peace. As long as we have the truth will set you free. Men and women died for this country, and they still are, so that we can wake up and do what we do. And we're not going to let a man in a suit and tie that calls himself a politician, by the strike of a pen, take that freedom away. The good old boys club has to chill out. Has to chill out. And the only way that happens is if we step up and hold them accountable. Otherwise, they don't get our votes. Go get a real job, pal. But we have to understand our truth, people. And the truth is your freedom is your freedom. And your choice to make better decisions and to choose your why in life and how you're going to raise your kids is your freedom. My goal is to help you have another philosophy and an understanding to make another choice if you choose to, that your kids and you and your wife and spouse will be happier, healthier people and living truly free. That's the blessing. That's the mission of Wake Up Humans. That's what we're doing every single day, baby. Share this message with your friends and loved ones. Let's spread it, man, with love. It's okay to yell. Sometimes love's the right hook, baby. But we got to come from a place of love because our truth is real. And no one can take that away. God bless you.
You've been listening to Wake Up Humans with Steve Judson. To get Steve's books, Wake Up Humans and Atlas Adjusted, just visit Amazon. The Wake Up Humans podcast is a copyright of Steve Judson. Be sure to look up other episodes. Wake Up Humans will educate, inspire, and bring you clarity. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Humans with Steve Judson. Visit JudsonChiropractic.com.